Uncle Mark here again. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. I'm just going to do an oil change on a 2013 F150 with the 5-liter in it. If you have never done one before, real easy to do. Check this out. It's so simple. Don't get the dealer to do it. Hey, it's Uncle Mark here again. Long time no see, I know. We're going to take this for a drive till we get some kind of operating temperature coming here. We'll see where normal is. So we're going to drive for a little bit, let her warm up. You like the oil kind of warm as it pours out. Right here in Canada, it's a little bit cool. Where's the temperature? Well, it's 4 degrees Celsius. Cold enough. But even in the summertime, you're going to want to have it warm up. That way it's going to drain ice, and any kind of dirt and stuff like that that's in there is going to come out too. Let's take it for a little drive. She's getting a little warmer. I think it'll get just a little bit warmer. I know the tranny can get warmer, but I'm not too worried about that because we're doing engine temperature. So we can see the engine temperature is about as hot as I can get it right now. The tranny's gone up. I've had it up to 94 degrees Celsius towing, so 50, well, it's about just about as hot as it seems to want to get. So as you open the hood, you'll see, show you where the oil filter is. If you come over to the driver's side, oh, and this is a smart idea. Wrote down how many liters of oil it's going to take, 7.5 liters, not a lot of oil. Oh, there goes my carbon monoxide machine there. Can you see it down there? There's the oil filter. So on the driver's side, ready to be taken off. Well, it turns out it's a 15 millimeter. One on the passenger side just so I could have some leverage. Back on the driver's side now. Just fighting with a mud flap on my chest. Let's try this. There we go. Somebody had that so tight. It's going to be hot, so be ready for that. Here she comes. Ugh. Not a nice color, and it doesn't have that many miles in it. But lots of short in-town trips. Should be black, really. Well, let's let that all drain out, and you can see the color, but it's pretty gray. It doesn't have anywhere near the mileage on it that it should. We'll see in the book what they suggest, but I think this stuff's got about 4,000 kilometers on it. That's what I'm guessing. We'll check, though, as it fills up. While it's draining, I love these books. So, is it under maintenance? MKLMN, right? OP, so it's not under maintenance. Maybe it's under service. T, U, V, E from I, so no service. Well, what else would it be called? Oil changes, maybe? No. So much for the owner's manual. Doesn't seem to be under this book. Let's try another book. How about driving your SUV supplement? Never. What else? Tires. Off-road. Introduction. Maintenance and modifications. Ooh, why do I want to modify? I just want to maintain. Page 23. Oh, what the heck? Nothing about it there. Yeah, I jumped the gun here. There's a specification chart. Lubricants, $3.92. Let's check that page out. Glad I'm not in a hurry. Glad you're not in a hurry. There we go. But I want when. Yeah, after looking through the owner's manual, finally did find, get close enough to hear, a service schedule. And they're saying here for, well, when I expect to see the oil change message come up. And anywhere from 16,000 kilometers, holy, wow, down to 8,000, which is 4,000 miles. So anywhere from 4,000 to 12,000 miles. I'm not sure what this has got on it. I'm guessing that there's about 4,000 kilometers on this oil, which is, well, somewhere in this kind of a number here. So it just shows you, you know, if it's a lot of cold and a lot of not warming up a whole lot, this thing's driven in town most of the time, other than maybe summertime where it's pulling a camper or something. But there's no way I'm going to do 16,000 kilometers or 10,000 miles on an oil change. When you see what this oil looks like, it's probably in this number here. Let's take a look at that oil again. It's disgusting. Hopefully I can get this back in here. Without dropping it. As I mentioned, this was let's hold this right set up for you. I don't know if you can see that or not, but 15 millimeters anyway. That's what you need for this. Like I say, righty tighty, lefty loosey. Let's remember that. And I can put it as tight as they had it, but that should be good. Well, we're back in the front of the truck, so we'll drag this oil thing this way, and we'll see how it drains from this little spout house and it doesn't fall on the frame. See if it's any good or not. Here. Ooh, that looks gross. Yeah, let's grab, see which one of these fits first. This one? It looks like it might be. Do this blind. There we go. Well, let's see how wonderful this fancy thing's gonna work. Get in here. Should just start dripping down the trough. Try and grab it from the top if it's possible. No, I think you're gonna have to do it from the bottom. I'm trying to do it for the picture. Yeah. Give me a second, we'll get her up. See if this is going to work or not. Should just come right out of here. I think it's going to splash all over the place. You guys still with me? Oops. That's disgusting. Well, it's coming anyway, so that does work, but. Don't skimp out on a filter. Get a good filter. And something, this is premium full synthetic. Don't get the half synthetic or mix, because who knows what that is. I'm just gonna put a little bit of oil in the end here. But get this top off of here. I'm doing this half crippled. I got a knee brace on right now, and you can hear my knee brace. Let's listen. If I can do it, you can do it. Grab a little bit of that out of there. We're just going to put a little bit on here, just in it. Get a little bit of a seal. You could try and put a little bit of oil in here. Thing is, this thing sits like this in the truck, so it's going to be hard to put much in there. And I'm gone. Anyway, let's put that back on. Just because it's really hard to see, I'll show you what this looks like. There it is right there. That's what you can screw it on to. Just reverse the process again. Get this baby in there again. Spin it on until it makes some contact, then maybe do like 3/4 of a turn or something. Should be good. Just make sure that check for leaks later on, just in case. On this one, on the passenger side, it's got the oil filter cap here. If you're wondering what you're supposed to be putting there, it's 520. I'm going to try and use, I'm going to have to hold this baby, I guess. Not going to be fun. But hey, just think how much money you're saving. These, this one's actually probably for transmissions, but it's nice and long. Stick it in there. Be a little easier for me to control. And let's just fill her up. Because I'm doing it one-handed, I'm going to loop it through this here, just so it sits like that. I can watch it a little better. I hope. Try not to spill it on the battery now. There she goes. Just watch. Not overfilling there or coming out. Nope. Seems to be good. A little nicer looking oil than what coming out before. Just pour that in there. Easy enough, huh? I'm going to sit this on for a little bit here and just let it drain a little more. This cable sure helps a lot. So remember, that's only a 5-liter container. Looks like the previous owner had wrote down here it's 7.5. We'll look in the book just to make sure. Of course, on this engine we have the 5 liters, so 5 liters says 7.3 liters, or 7.7 quarts. We're using liters, so the 7.5 is probably pretty close. Maybe that includes filter. Been dripping for a while. It's amazing how much stuff actually can come out of these things. Yeah, that's pretty close already. I don't need every last drop. We're going to be putting another couple liters in. On the 5 liter, the dipstick is way on the driver's side, right here. Let's take a look, see what it says. Wipe it off first, get an accurate reading. It's probably easier to grab this from the front than from the side. It's still way a ways in there. You're probably going to have to step on tippy toes or some silly thing. What does it say? Doesn't really say anything. It's because we've got another couple liters to go yet. So remember, we're supposed to put another 2.5 in, but how do you do this with this big 5 liter? If you're using liters, this side's liters, they're marked 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5's the top. So 5 is the top here. I'm going to mark it. But anyway, all we need to know is where 2.5 is. So 1, 2.5, I guess. We'll make sure that I stop when there's that much left in there. Of course, the smart thing will be to check the dipstick every so often too, to make sure that what you've put in there is what it says. So we're here, we need to be down to there roughly. Still got a ways to go. Good thing we marked it ahead of time, just a lot easier to see at a quick glance. I'm going to check it and just see if we're close or not. Let's grab the dipstick and we can all look at it together. Looks like it's right about there. So we've got a little bit more to put in. Probably what we figured, the whole 2.5. It'll be so close. Put the dipstick back in and let's pour the rest of it. It's pretty close. Close enough. We're going to run it after, and then we'll check it. Make sure that it's, gone through the whole engine and it's sitting at the right level. It's gone through the filter, all that kind of stuff. Take that out. Down. Take our let's start it up, see what it sounds like. If you have any lights or anything, put them all away. Nothing is going to fall. Let's try her out. Doors ajar. Oil change required, we'll have to change that. Sounds fine. No, so we can see this just a seatbelt light. There, I believe which side that light is on. If we go to here. Where's our oil light? Maybe there is no oil light. It's running good. Something else I'd like to do is reuse some of these stickers from the guys there. So what we're 39, so let's do 5. 41, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to do 44,000. And it is the 4th month, 2018. What a mess. Anyway, I know at least what that says. I'll check this one more time and see what it's like. Of course, I'm doing this with my phone as a camera, and I'm getting texts as I'm doing this. I'm getting distracted. At least they make it a nice big hole to get in there. Let's see what this says here now. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it looks like it's between the 2 holes. And it looks like that's where you want it. You could probably put just a little bit more maybe in, but it's pretty close. So there you have it, easy enough to do on a 5-liter Ford. Some of the other ones with the newer 5 liters, I think, have a different kind of a bung or nut at the end there that you have to take off. I'm not going to that one right now. This is just the 5-liter from 2013. It's pretty easy to do. So if you want to try doing an oil change, you've never done it before, a few things you'll need. I'll show you what I had to use. So you need some kind of an oil pan to collect it, make sure it holds enough, because this truck takes, like you say, 7.5 liters. And just use the old container you had. Look at the color of that stuff, that's gross. I guess too many short chips and it didn't get warm enough, quick enough. What's nice about these bottles is you can see how much is filling up again. I have an extra one from last time because, of course, you know, so you're going to still, for this instance, you're going to still have 2.5 fresh liters, so you're going to need an extra container to hold it in, because these bottles only hold 5 liters, and of course we had 7.5. So I'm going to fill that one up. Do the same with the other one here. And then I can properly dispose of it. Look at the color of that. It's disgusting. It should be black. Not that color. You go to settings, I believe. Okay. I think it's a little further down here. Units, no. Driver assist. Vehicle, maybe? Let's go to vehicle. Wildlife reset. Then you go to whatever you want to put it at. 100. Hold the reset, and there you go. Wildlife reset to 100. There you go. And you can just get out of that, go back to whatever mode you like. Yeah. So it's pretty easy to do, even though I have a knee and a brace, and I was using one hand to hold a camera. So it should be a little easier for you if you have the tools. Now, just need a couple tools. What are they? They're probably going to charge you $50 labor. The tools aren't going to cost you that, and you'll have them for your next oil change there too. Be safe with your oil too. Use environmental ways to dispose of it and save some money.